war ended in 2002, but the misery remains. Victims of the prolonged civil war in Angola, Africa, search for refuge in camps, remote forests, or in the ruins of their former villages. The women and children of Angola particularly have endured untold deprivation and dislocation for more than 20 years. These are the people the Dille Dunbar Fund seeks to serve. They aspire to build schools for young women so they can experience day-to-day living in a peaceful, hopeful setting. By teaching basic life skills, they hope to restore the essence of community life to a group of people scattered into bleakness and despair by the senseless war. For more than 20 years, Nancy Dunbar and Tom Dille have carried on the family tradition by supporting the people of Angola. Their parents, Carl and Lois, were in mission in rural Angola for 32 years. In the late 1990s, the then leader of the modern evangelical congregational church in Angola, Jose Chapenda, challenged the family to build a school. It was apparent to us the schools were a valuable addition, but not an appropriate model for women from rural areas who lack exposure to literacy, any form of transportation, or access to the job market. On a homecoming visit in 2004 to the former mission stations of their youth, Tom and Nancy resolved to build rural schools for young women. They focused on Chalesso and Camandango on the high plateau of central Angola. The Chalesso school was opened in 2008. Classes had been held outdoors or in the ruins of former buildings prior to the school opening. In 2008, the families returned to Chalesso and the completed women's school. With the aid of translation, we learned of the challenges facing teachers, the satisfactions of some students, the needs of the school, and the combined hopes of both teachers and students.
Regarding to supplies and equipment, we have nothing, because even the sewing supplies we don't have.
What I have learned here is how to make good beef, how to make peanut butter, soya milk.
We are also providing literacy classes as well as arithmetic to give a chance to young ladies.
We have learned many things in this training school: cooking, nutrition, social ethics.
We came away from the discussion with a mandate to do all we can to sustain the teachers and their ever-growing student group with supplies and moral support. Both the former rural missions in Chalesso and Camandango attempt to serve their extended community needs of over 30,000 villagers scattered around the perimeters of the mission lands. Mission Station attempts to school nearly 1,000 primary school-age students. Anyone of childbearing age can be considered a young woman. They have just as many schooling needs as their younger siblings since they become mothers at an early age. Knowledge of the basic health practices is critical. Alarmingly, 4 of 5 children die before the age of 5. Are ambitious, patient and persistent, and eager to learn.
We are very happy to be able to provide this kind of training, because most of the women who attend the school here have not a chance to go find the same opportunity.
Shell, the former women's domestic school, once the largest in the country, looms over the shadows of the thatched pavilions where the women now meet for training. They aren't waiting for a building. They can't wait. Their needs are urgent. The Dille Dunbar Fund can't fill all the needs. We have targeted women since the war has regrettably made them the majority of the population, and they have the greatest sphere of influence. It's our intention to either reconstruct the former domestic school or build a new school for young women in Comandago by 2009. We hope it will grow like the lilies rising from the rubble of this destroyed school in Comandago. They represent the beauty of hope and revive the determination of a people who deserve positive life lessons.
Through this training center, we are trying to rebuild the souls and the hearts of the people, as well as rebuilding the communities after a long period of civil war.